Watch this. Y'all see that white car? Waiting. It was sitting there waiting for me to pull off. Soon as I started about to pull off, it started to turn. Look, come on now. Bitches playing games. Weird. People from my neighborhood. They watch me. Like, y'all just saw that, right? So, anyway, top of the morning, everybody. I don't even know what to say because it ain't good. It's Tuesday though. And, we are, I guess, a third through the week or whatever. We are third through the week. And, yeah, 1/3. Wow. I don't even know. Getting up is cold. I'm so glad and blessed we didn't get any snow down here yet.
You don't have to take me to school.
Huh?
Next week we have midterms, so you bring us to school when that class is for that day and then take us home after.
Oh, okay. So I'll be just waiting for a test or something.
For 90 minutes.
Yeah, that ain't nothing. That'll be cool. I'll go into the library. You know what's so crazy? I was going to this library, right? And it's the Baltimore City Library. The library has so many different sections in it. Okay? It is like an Amazon for library. And I found this room called the Edgar Allan Poe room. This room was creepy as hell. If you can feel energies, then yeah, that room was super creepy. When I walked, it had like a few different Edgar Allan Poe pictures. I said videos. Edgar Allan Poe pictures. I'm going this way. And it had books in there that I feel like people wouldn't know, the general public wouldn't know they were in there unless you went in the room. So I was able to go in the room for like maybe 5 times. I'll say 4. I ain't even going to say 5. I was able to go in the room like 4 times, okay? And within that, I was finding books that was great. Like, these books was motherfucking so good. One book was the Adam's Rib. Now, Adam's Rib had 3 accounts of the beginning, the creation story. And, when I shared this piece, people was like, I don't understand. Like, so how I looked at Adam's Rib, how I looked at the book about creation was that, okay, let's say something happened in front of 3 different people and everybody had to give their own separate unbiased witness statement. Those would be the witness statements of what happened in the creation. And I feel like the creation and the ending is very, very important to life. And that's something that we really don't talk about. The things that's really important, right? Creation and... Let me let this person go around me. Go ahead. Come on. Go ahead. That's all I do. I'm trying to see, I've realized a lot of people, hey. Like, I feel like I need to work through with my environment because a lot of people don't understand. I'm going to get to the creation story. Whatever. It just be a lot of things going on in my environment, y'all, that y'all don't see. and I react to it, so y'all probably think I'm a certain way. I'm reactive. I'm reactive. But like they say, every action don't need a response or whatever, right? So with that being said, I'm working on that until y'all understand where I'm coming from, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I feel like the creation of things are very, very important. Like we want to know the origin, and we want to know, where it wound up, the story behind it. And I'm like, okay, so I'm reading this book to my audience because I feel like the things that I don't pick up, y'all will be able to put two and two together and pick up. Y'all will be able to do it. That's how I look at my collective. I don't want to say audience at this point. I want to grow like an extension of myself. So in order to do that, we all gotta be on the same page. We not gonna be on the same page if y'all don't understand me. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I need y'all to understand what I'm working against in the first place in order to be here for you guys, in order to be able to talk to y'all. I'm working against a lot of things. But if you don't understand that, then you always going to get me wrong. You always going to come from a place of, oh, she's this way and that way. Ask questions. In this community, I need y'all to ask questions. Understand things. I respect people that ask questions, even though sometimes the questions might be, they be trying to be smart or funny. At the end of the day, I'm always going to enlighten a person. Okay, and that has to do with a person's makeup, their content. That's how you test the character of people. I don't like, and I feel like a lot of people have gotten by on hearing things about me or getting short perceptions, doses, and then coming up with their own thing. And what I'm having to also, because I feel energetic shifts, right? And I'm going through something where I need people's support. And I feel like, okay, once I talk about the support that I need, and it's not, that's why I said, let me kind of back. Yesterday I had somebody on my post talk about tell your people stop asking for handouts. That's why when I talk, I say I'm talking to specific, I'm not talking to everybody. Okay, this is what I need y'all to see as well. I'm trying to get through the light right now. I don't want to get into an accident. This truck was just holding me up from going across, so I'm not even about to go that way. I'm just gonna make a left because I don't have time to play games with these people down here. This is where I got my car hit the first time, and these people will hit you and lie, and I need my vehicle. That's all I got for real. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I feel like on top of everything that I'm going through is spiritual warfare. So it's a lot of y'all that's being manipulated into being a certain way. You're not even in charge of your own mind, your own way of thinking, your own actions and feelings. And I know because sometimes that happened to me as well. That happened to me as motherfucking well. Like I'll feel a strong urge or something and I know it's not mine. That energy right there, I ain't gonna tell you what I do with it, but you have to find a way to understand what energy is in your energy. It's not that no one cares. I got a whole bunch of haters that's coming onto my live. That's whatever y'all did on my TikTok, y'all doing it on my YouTube. If you didn't care, you wouldn't be here popping up talking about no one cares. You care. You and whoever else is on my live watching, y'all give a fuck real bad. Y'all care bad. That's why your ass is here. Early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You on my live, why are you here? Tell me that. Give me a reason if no one cares, because your ass is here. Right, like what the fuck? You care. So whatever. No, I'm not trash, baby. See, you think that is going to hurt my feelings. A person that's getting up at, no, I'm new. My content might be a little, I'm new. I ain't got really nothing planned. It's cool. But once I get my shit, look at all the stuff that people try to block. That's the thing. If you having a conversation with me, I got a lot of talent. Oh, shut the fuck up. Now I know you just here to, because you have low self esteem, nobody to roll over next to you in the bed, and your breath probably still stink. So, yeah, go ahead. Y'all motherfuckers is real on my dick. Y'all wake up, y'all watch me. And this is the things that I'm trying to get away from. This little bullshit fan club, you know what I'm saying? Won't you identify yourself? Who raised you? Girl, your mother created you to get on somebody live at 8:20 motherfucker 3. You don't got no responsibilities, bitch. You don't got no kids, you degenerate ass motherfucker. Huh? Girl, I do. I have fans. You one of them. The raccoon. You's a fan. No, you and there's a couple other people up here. And everywhere I go, I have fans. Y'all just be trying to block my page and make it seem like I don't have anything because it's a lot of spiritual warfare. Like, people don't want me to tell the truth about them. People don't want me to get justice for my son. It's all types of stuff that y'all trying to stop. So I understand. Yeah, you've been a fan probably. This is probably not your first time. I got a lot of people that come and repeat because they just can't get enough. And I got a lot of gems to drop too. A lot of people want me to drop my gems because they want to be the ones dropping them. So I understand where the hate is coming from. I'm a villain, boo. I'm a villain in many people's eyes because I make them look fake as fuck, right? I'm authentic, right? And when no, they do. Ask them about my page. They got banned on TikTok. 500 followers. These pathetic hoes come and get my page banned. If I was a nobody, people would not want me to get out. I'm a sensation. And matter of fact, I'm the future. The crazy thing is, people been trying to suppress me for so fucking long. Them motherfuckers probably look old and fat way before I do. I'm 40. Them motherfuckers probably looking 40 at 20 something. Diabetes and shit. Gotta have fake hair. Can't go outside without the lashes, the wigs, the extra accessories. Like, let's be fucking for real. You need a waist trainer. You need BBLs. You need all of these things to manipulate and squeeze and contort yourself into the figment of somebody's imagination, which is yours. It started off there, and then you want to make everybody believe that shit. So you come outside marching around like that. You're a motherfucking delusional ass bitch. And oh, you natural? Oh yeah, you Hispanic. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. You now I know y'all motherfucking Hispanics is on my dick. Y'all watch me, y'all congregate. Okay, crowd. This bitch just now proved to me that these Hispanics is on my dick. They don't want my page to get out there because they mad because their ass is fucking trifling. Like, we riding through that part of town right now. Let's ride through that part of town right now. Okay, this where I got my car hit. All the stores right here that's supposed to be like, oh, the people supposed to be, these are hard-working people, right? But these motherfuckers lie. Look at what they do. They sit up there and try to make you miss a light. Look, weird motherfuckers, weird. They love this type of shit. Love making you late in the morning. The same way this coon bitch on my page, they got time for this shit. They love being in your way. They like the rat pack of society. Like, ew. Don't nobody want y'all motherfuckers around, bitch. You a natural ass fucking annoying hoe. That's what you is. You wanna talk about me, bitch. You're annoying as fuck. Y'all is annoying. Like, what is your point? To be in somebody's way? You want to be known that motherfucking bad. You want to be known that motherfucking bad that you want to be in somebody's way. You probably want followers, right? No, that's why you responded. You're not me, bitch. You want to be. You're not me, and I send back the energy because this bitch talk about, no, bitch, you'll never be me, ho. You never will. So you can continue to sit here, try to study with your Hispanic ass. Because it's never, you ain't got a Hispanic Trishana Dandridge. It's never going to be. It's never given that. Y'all annoying motherfuckers that need to go and hunch on each other or something. I don't know what the fuck y'all need. Prayer? I don't know what the fuck y'all need. But y'all weird and whack as fuck. Everywhere in spaces, don't nobody want y'all. Begging to be in fucking spaces. And because don't nobody want y'all in the motherfuckers, y'all doing sneaky shit to get there. Like, bitch, go the fuck on. Poor, but your friends going around here, you know what? I wish this shit had a block. I wish this had a block. Anyway, I don't even want to, this is the reason why I don't want to preach to people that preach to people that motherfucking just be here. Bitch, let me tell you something. Where you at? How about that? Where you at? Where you at? Hmm? The raccoon. You probably look like a motherfucking black-eyed raccoon. Fucking thin hair ass. A Hispanic beauty. This bitch is obsessed. 6 o'clock in the morning. And y'all motherfuckers probably the ones that was on my posts ordering shit. Y'all be ordering all up on my at my store, trying to get me flagged and banned at my TikTok store, at the Grab. Go ahead. Y'all the ones that's poor. Y'all was trying to get free shit from me, kept ordering purses, kept ordering tank tops and shit like that. You can go look at all the videos on my page and see my face. It's not hidden. But right now, what I'm trying to show is this bullshit that y'all be doing in y'all part of town. Okay? Y'all got people jumping out like we in the jungle and shit. Who jumps out a side street when the traffic is going straight? And you can tell us this his buddy. Who lets people just jump out of the side street, bitch? This is a motherfucking main street. This is a main street. Why are we going 20 miles an hour? And then people jumping out like we in a third world country. Hello, how you doing? Only people, people in America, we drive straight. We go the speed limit. We don't let people and cars and animals just jump out in front of moving cars. Like, y'all motherfuckers came over here to do that shit and control traffic. So let me go ahead and get off the backs of these bitches, because y'all see all the way up there is nothing, is street. It's nothing but street. So let me go, because they weird and they will sit up there and make everybody late. I don't know. They must like being late. I'm in Baltimore. But anyway, I tried to have a good start this morning on my live. I had some Hispanics on here harassing me. This is the things that I was talking about on my other lives. And then they acting like nobody obsessed. These motherfuckers sit around my house. They watch me when I come out my house, get in my car, and be one at the top of the block, one at the bottom. They circle the block. In the middle, let me tell y'all, in the middle of the night, they'll bring U-Hauls, switch the families out from across the street, all types of shit. And for some, they not switching me. If they try to come to my house, I'm gonna tell you now, they're gonna have a motherfucking rude awakening. It's gonna be like motherfucking popcorn on the 4th of July. I tell you that, in droves. A lot of y'all come. Cause y'all being weird as hell. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Cleveland, how you doing? Cleveland, is it cool in Cleveland? How's the weather in Cleveland? Let's go. Let's go. I've never, you know what? What was that show that would be like, Cleveland, Ohio? What was that sitcom back in the day? I used to watch that all the time because I remember the song. Do you even remember? I don't know. It depends on your age. I'm 40, so. But yeah, we had a show about Cleveland. Who are some artists, some musicians, some people that came out of Cleveland that you want us to know about? I'll tell you, from Baltimore, we done had Drew Hill, okay? We had Jada Pinkett. We had Tupac. We got a lot of other cool people here as well. But I don't know. I feel like Baltimore don't really get its shine like that. And, one artist that we had here, Young Scooter, I really wanted him to make it. I really did. But he didn't. Drew Curry. Oh, yeah, that was the show then that I think I watched. With the glasses, with the little square haircut. Oh, for people who wanted to see my face, here's my face. Good morning. It's just puffy face out in the morning going to take my daughter to school. So I hope everybody having a good day today, for real. I hope everybody having a good day. I plan to have a good day. I plan to, oh boy, pay some bills, take my daughter to school, make a little bit of money. I'm going to have some better content with y'all, for y'all. Hi, good morning, whatever, man. I'm going to have some better content for y'all. Like right now, I'm just starting off. I want my people to get used to me, get to know me or whatever. But for real, I'm going to let y'all know now. There's an app called Panther. All my people, get on that Panther app. I'm on the Panther app. I'm on the Panther app. You can trust the Panther app. There's all the black tribes is on the Panther app. The Sulanis is on the Panther app. I know you can give them your driver's license, but at the end of the day, we need to develop that app collectively so we ain't got to go through this Hispanic bullshit, harassing people, all of the racist whites or whatever. I'm tired of going through this shit, and I'm ready to separate from that shit if I can. So I'm telling y'all now, go get the Panther app. Ain't no Hispanic bitches on there popping their shit. I tell you that. They not. And they wouldn't have that control. So unless they got a black man that's going to get on a Hispanic app and be a dummy for him, a simp for him, the motherfucking bitches can't come over there. So trust, please, y'all go over there to the Panther app, y'all. That's where we at. The Panther app. I already told y'all I went over there about 2-3 weeks ago when these people come into my page, trying to ban my shit. They did that on my TikToks. And now this lady she literally just now proved my point. Proved my point, y'all. I want y'all to see, like I said, I'm being harassed, stalked, and followed by these Hispanic motherfuckers. And this shit been going on for a long time. Now, one of the things I'm going to say before I move on is back when I was homeless, she mentioned I was poor, I had 2 Hispanics try to traffic me in back of the hotel. Now, if y'all go and look at the video that I put on my page about trafficking at the hotel, this hotel just now came up in the news recently again, right? It just came up in the news recently again because 2 black guys was trafficking some kids, and one of them had a kid in South Carolina, like fucking creepy shit. Got one of the little girls in South Carolina, and they got somebody told on them, so they was both caught. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I do to these people. Because like I said, I used to work at the Latin Palace for years and the shit was popping. But at a certain point, now these motherfuckers trying to come for me. Like, I never had no Hispanic boyfriends. They tried to talk to me. So it ain't like I'm sleeping with y'all men. I don't fool with your women. I don't talk to y'all. I came out to an event where this guy talk about you can get your own dispensary. I invested my $10,000. He was Hispanic. He came for the whole black community. Talk about, I didn't. And his name Armando Malongo, whatever. He was gonna flip my house. So I don't know if these people coming from that, because the nigga got my $10,000 like for free. Cause I did get a chance to come to the seminars, but at the end of the day, did I get anything besides y'all gaslighting the hell out of us? No. So it could be that, because I don't know no other people that got that much time to sit there and watch and invest in somebody. That man is a millionaire, and he had a lot of motherfucking henchmen working for him, even in the seminar. So between that, my cousin's death, I had something that happened at my job where all these damn Hispanics was getting hired at a job I worked at, and then I wound up quitting because they was being racist and ganging up on me in the kitchen, and I'm trying to keep my job and all of that. I don't go to gentlemen's clubs, I don't know what y'all talk about, but that's all. I was eating that food, but I don't go in that restaurants no more. I go to Chipotle if I want something close. I don't do all that. And then another person took my, I'm just trying to weed this out. Like, I don't know where this is coming from. Like, why are, oh, the Latin Palace is not a gentleman's club. The Latin Palace was it's a Spanish nightclub. So and it was the best club. Y'all can look it up in Baltimore, Maryland. Like, people used to come, salsa lessons. When I tell you, they had y'all men and women in there. Like, the men, I'm not gonna lie, the men could kind of dance better than the women. Not gonna lie. And I don't know it's because their ankles were stronger or what. But them Hispanic men was in there getting it. All different types. Blacks, I mean, from the dark skinned ones to the light skinned ones. I mean, we all partied. I lived in the projects down here at Perkins. So the guy used to come, and I know, like, I ain't getting no heat from them because it was all love, man. It was all fucking love. And like I said yesterday, none of them liked Mexicans on Sunday. Did I know that? No. It didn't. I don't know. A lot of them was also participating in this traffic shit. Y'all see it ain't a lot of traffic today, right? So they might be mad I'm messing up something, some mission. I don't know what the fuck it is. But all I'm doing is giving my instincts on what it could be. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I got a cat to the right side of me with two black guys in the car. These black guys might not be black American. Look, now he trying to move up a little bit. He probably like African or Jamaican or something like that. But this is the area where they use blacker skinned people to harass you down the street, because the whole idea is holding you up. Yeah, but people probably upset about that because normally when I leave out in the morning, there's a whole lot of fucking traffic. It's not just my city and state, it's every city and state that they trying to change into these smart cities. And I know this because I had the discussion on TikTok, and a lot of other people joined and said the same thing was happening in their cities as well. Now, back to these Hispanics. Yeah, I used to party with them. It's a nightclub. They used to get salsa lessons. Then at 9 o'clock, the party is start. Even sometimes black people from the projects, because this is like the remaining kind of projects, but they not really projects. The real projects was like back down. I show you. I think we gonna ride past Latrobe. That's the only ones that we go ride past, but the other ones been torn down and everything. They gentrified this area, so go figure. All the buildings is like Bazzuto buildings. They gentrifying this area, so they need to change, you know, how things operate. Now look, this is where my grief is. Why are we stopping at a red light because somebody, I mean a green light because somebody gotta make a left? This, and then it makes you miss the light. I be trying to have my daughter to school. You feel me? Like, all of this connects with Baltimore City. Baltimore City is behind all of this. My daughter go to a Baltimore City school. So look, this is exactly, you see this shit? Y'all, if I wasn't filming, y'all would not believe me. That's why I seen somebody run into the back of, because let me calm down. I seen somebody run into the back of somebody's car right here from somebody doing the same thing. The man thought they was about to pull off. The woman go and step on her brakes, and then they boom hit. Now, the cat that I told y'all still at this, they still next to me. Y'all seen them pull off like ahead of me, right? They now to the right of me, still back, because this is the traffic cluster that I'm supposed to be in apparently. That's why that car jumped in front of me, to make me miss, because they need to, I don't know what the fuck, they draining your energy. That's the weird part to me. Like, so I don't know what they do. But all I know, every other morning, this would be so congested with traffic. It would be so congested with traffic. So, and I don't know, because we're a little late. We 39 minutes late, you know. A lot of shit is beating us up. And people don't understand this shit. It's beating me the fuck up. And I'm trying to be able to explain this to y'all, what I'm going through as I'm going through, so I won't go crazy. Because at the end of the day, I got my daughter to raise. And this is just like, what the fuck is this type of shit? You feel me? What is this? That's Latrobe right there. That's the projects that I was telling you about. That's like one of the last projects that's still up. The rest of them in the back. So, yeah. All I want to see at the end of this, for real, is some justice. Because I'm not going to stop, for real. This not going to make me stop, and it's going to make me go harder with exposing it. So more cameras, so that you could get better angles, and then you can see the females and shit that sit outside my house in the morning. Like it's like a little fan club. I don't know if they got Mary Kay or what. Like if they got I don't know what the fuck they got, that keep them drawn together. It must be a witch's coven. Like, I'm not that cool with somebody to get up and collectively sit in a car and spy on people. Like, that's weird as shit. Like, are you a private investigator? Like, that's what I'm trying to get one of those. But y'all motherfuckers act like y'all been private investigators and y'all not professional because I see you. You can't be that professional with it. So, where are you coming from? You feel me? Where are you coming from? That's the jail right there. We was just now riding past. But anyway, like I was saying, it's so many resources out there to us that's available to us that they don't even want us to see. My nose, like, what would lead me to a book about creation in the beginning? What would lead me to that? My instincts, like that's what I operate off of. Instincts. It's shit that you can't find in a book. It's things that you can't, Google. That's why I say, you can try to do whatever, you can say whatever, blah blah blah, bitch. You'll never be me. Never. They study bitches like me. That's why I have eyes, y'all probably motherfucking eyes glued to the screen like a bitch. For real. You know what I'm saying? But this the traffic jam. Look, this is the traffic jam. All this. That's why a lot of the cars be speeding. Oh, we need to make the traffic jam. Look, cars is. I got my GPS on. Blue. They getting over now because they need to make the back lane longer. Look, this is real time how they do it. By the time I get up to one of these lights, they gonna be yellow because that's what they want. We can literally go. Look. Oh, we need them. Yeah. Like, they love that shit. They love it. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. The crazy thing is, right? Cars roll individually. Cars could go, this one say it could go up to 140 miles per hour. Cars are not on a mechanism where you got to pull one car for the next one to roll. If we want to get through that light, and I did a study, tens of cars can get through a light at one time, even within a 5-second interval. The drugs, I mean, yeah, I guess at certain parts they heavier, but you don't really see like the fiends and stuff that used to be on the corner. I feel like the drugs are more designer and people that are in positions. Like you got more like, at home moms and doctors and shit like that that's taking the drugs. These drugs are, some other types of drugs and some other shit for people to really be acting like this. Like these people are very, very weird. I think it's a number of things. That's why I said spiritual warfare is real. A lot of these people is operating off of something else. I look in the car, they look half cocked, mouth hanging open a lot of the times. I don't know. So the thing with the fentanyl, we had a fentanyl epidemic. Okay, let's talk about that because my son was supposedly passed away from fentanyl. My son was never a pill popper. For anything, he would go get him a little teeny shorty, right? He just didn't know how to hold his liquor. So he would go get a little shorty, and it would be during times where, like one time he had this real good job, and it was at a nice restaurant. He had this nice little shirt on, coming out with a button-up silk shirt with the collar, the little flamingos. I don't know what bar he was working at, but he was so happy. The apron was nice quality and thick and shit. So my son was the type of boy where, he lounged a lot. And I tell him, this is why you need a daily routine, because you can't go from lounging 24 hours of the 23 hours of the day. Maybe you get up, walk around a little bit, right? From lounging around to getting up and working a job is not gonna, you got to calibrate yourself into a schedule. So that would be the thing that I would preach the most. Just have a routine. When we leave in the house, have something going, you know? So he wasn't used to the schedule. He wasn't used to taking orders. So when he got to the restaurant, it was a more upscale, classier restaurant that required, thank you so much, whatever, man, that required more of his attention, more of him to follow directions in order to be the best. He was all right, have a good day, baby. Love you.
Love you too.
My daughter was not happy today because she got a lot of work to do. She was tired. But yeah, it took a lot of order for him to be like, you know, the standard of that restaurant. So he got fired because he wasn't following directions. And the manager, you know, he was like, yeah, because I called up there, I talked to him. He was like, he's a nice guy. He just wasn't taking orders. He wanted to kind of do what he wanted to do. And that was the thing. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you are not like almost prepped to do certain things, you going to be delusional. So I feel like it's a delusion in people because they used to kind of operating off of off of, you know, what they believe. If you don't have the experience in life, you can't just do that. So he didn't have the experience. He's 20, 21. And he got fired. I could tell he was sad. He went out. Oh my God. He went out. He got a little shorty. He would get like shorties and stuff, and he drunk them. And he came in the house. He had his shirt, and it was unbuttoned. He was angry about it. You know, went up to his room, and this is when he would start to do stuff like he would throw. He tried to throw his fan at the wall and all that. The same thing that he did when we was out in White Marsh when he got super upset about something and he had that temper tantrum. I forgot where I said that, and I don't know if it was on the interview or not, but he did the same thing, and I stopped him. This time, you know, my son, I feel like he was under, I don't know, like I never seen my son get aggressive, and my son never was like aggressive towards me, but it was 2 times where I seen him like change to the point where I'm like, I called the police because, you know, he was throwing stuff. He was angry. And the police understood. This is where the male, you know, I needed the male influence or the impacts, the help, the guidance. This is where I needed the male. It was never, I need you to take my son and, you know, act like he yours. It's just to step in and reinforce what happened or give him some words of advice. And the police, he was a white man. They was 2 white men, but they understood what my son was going through. And they didn't put him out. They just told him to walk around the block or whatever. They wasn't aggressive with him. They understood being a man. I'm not a type of person that throw temper tantrums. Like, I'm not busting walls down, all of these things. Like, so I don't understand that behavior. I don't like the drinking part of it. Like, that's a trigger for me. I've been around people that drunk, and it's a trigger to have them around me. You know, like my son drinking now. I don't want that around my daughter, and I don't want that around me. So I was really trying to get him to work out like other ways that he could handle things instead of going to the battle or whatever. But yeah, like he would drink, and that's why I was like, man, for him to be on some pills, for them to be saying he was on some pills, he didn't even try pill until like he met his aunt and his cousin, the aunt's son. Like they was heavy on pills, and it's so crazy because I just talked to my baby father yesterday. He called me or whatever, and he was saying the same thing. He was like, he don't even really even want to talk about it in detail. And when I talked to him, like he trying to be like happy, you know. His voice was like almost in a joking way, like where he didn't want to be serious. And then he explained to me like he's still grieving. And I can't imagine what it's like for him being in a place like knowing that you made somebody and then you being locked up for all this time in your life. Like 12, I mean, my son was 12 months when he got locked up and he's still locked up. And like I said, some of the same people that was around, like the circles, the same people that was around then when we was 18, is some of the same people that was current in Sean life. So a lot of these cycles and everything is not happening just because it's happening. Some of the same people was in our lives all this fucking time. And is that's why I was telling him, like, I mean, he in jail and people probably look at him like he weak and vulnerable from being in there all that time. Um, I mean, it's really not. It's Baltimore did not used to be like this. Like, I grew up here, so like it didn't. It was good. Like Baltimore, man, you grow up outside. Of course, everybody had their fights. You know, you had your fights. Things as you grow up, that stuff leave you. You learn from that stuff, right? Yeah, it's a little different because of the way things is, but in your city and state. But a lot of the times, like in Baltimore, you know, you got family drama, you got neighbors. It's a lot of shit. Kids and teenagers, they fight. And I remember neighborhood beef, school beefs. Growing up, it was a school beef. Thurgood Marshall and Northeast. They used to fight to the bone, and people used to be in traffic trying to break them school fights up. They used to get the shit tore off the fur tore off their parents, teachers, and so it used to be things like that. And for real, those people just lived to and for real, if I feel like everywhere is like that now. If I think about like where could I move that would give me a peace of mind, and I feel like everywhere is like that. I don't know where. It's like it's almost like the community is important because everybody seem to be on some shit. Ugh, damn, I got my yeah. That's true. I mean, well, they don't really have a lot of drug dealers out here no more. You know, the dispensaries cleaned a lot of that stuff up. Of course, people not gonna be on the corner selling crack and hard drugs like they would, you know, marijuana. So the way it looked different, you know, people not out there doing that. So I feel like if you looking for drugs, then you gonna be in a drug area because it's not everywhere. It's not like people just stand outside. Now, even in the wintertime, like now, I mean the summertime, it used to be a heavy, like a whole bunch of people outside. I was looking for like where they at? Oh, thank you for receiving it. Thank you for not being, you know, I can't control a person. I can't. I can't control myself. And I'm learning etiquette, like YouTube etiquette. A lot of people wouldn't go back and forth, but being as though you can't block people on YouTube, you know, it's like I don't have moderators. And for real, when a person come for me, yeah, I'm a go back and forth a little bit. I'm a sting them a little bit. But it's not really worth my time. Like that's not the person that I am. It's low vibrational. And I set myself above those type of people. You know, people get up there and broadcast who they are, but what their actions show their character. Like you can say it's almost like looking at a McDonald's commercial with this thin ass burger talk about juicy, succulent, voluptuous double beef, and that bitch is not even bigger than like what? Girl. Okay. And the crazy thing is they can see me, I can't see them. So it's like I gotta come with you know what I know, what they showing me. So I'm reading character at this point. I know this person wouldn't be able to hold a motherfucking flame to a candle if they tried in my walk of life. I would like to see them try because I've been through some motherfucking shit. For real. Ask questions too. See, the thing is, I feel like they being a lot smarter with how they operating, and it make me feel like it's not just the street people that's doing it, because they've been targeted. You know, the for them to have caused the 26 plus, it was around 26, let's just say estimate, person fallout of fentanyl on Pennsylvania Avenue. Now, Pennsylvania Avenue in Baltimore is one of the streets that they want to glorize as one of the most, you know, drug infested places. Pennsylvania Avenue to me is like a marketplace, a black marketplace. It does have like an apartment building. I'm not sure if that was projects or not. I'm not a West Side person. I'm an East Side girl. But you know, anywhere where you see a lot of black people, it's even it is a market across the street. It's a train station too, so it's a transportation way. And what I've noticed about that area of Over West is really rich. Like, I heard them one day playing Billie Holiday. I don't even know where it was coming from. It was like it was coming from the air or something. You know, Billie Holiday is Baltimore. She from Baltimore, so it's haunted with vintage essence, and it make you think of the days when black people was rich and they had their own space. And I feel like Baltimore was one of those places where black people, rich black people that own shit, owners, really had their hands on things. And that's why, you know, a lot of the history is being erased. Even where I stand right now, you got, you know, big, massive statues. This right here, let me put my glasses on. George Washington by the state of Maryland. So look how big that is. And it looked like it could be the original. It looked like, because that looked marble, honestly, right? And then you hear the rumors of George Washington being black and things like that. Now, it was a book that I saw, Penny for Wall Street. It was a penny for Pratt Street, where people was paying a penny for a piece of Pratt Street. Pratt Street is downtown Baltimore. And when I looked in the crowd, even though it was black and white, you saw black people with black pants, suspenders, hats on. They had like little stations, like it looked like lemonade stands, but it said a penny for Wall Street. So they was actually selling property. You had some white people down there selling property. You had a lot of white people from different countries, like I guess Sweden, English, Polish, coming over on ships, working them ships. You seen that. You didn't see the black people coming over on ships. Them white people was coming over here on them ships. That and for real, that's what was making me want to read about the battle of the harbors and all of these things. Then I was also seeing how the Africans integrated over here. The Africans was big on the taxi, and they still, if you look at it today, still is big on taxi. Every time you turn around, Africans is driving them taxis. So a little bit of the history that we see, that I saw in them books, is the same shit that I'm seeing around me, and it makes sense how they control different things, because it's always a structure. And when you have these structures in place, when it's time, it's almost like sleeper cells in a way. Oh gosh. You're in Mount Vernon near the Walters Art Gallery. Yep, the Walters Art Gallery. You got the library. They put the Carmelo Anthony station. It's like a a Carmelo Anthony resort in the library. So you go in there, they got like is it like 7-foot hoop? I don't know. This hoop is gigantic. It might be 10 feet, but it's like way up in the air. The nets are big. Like, it make you want to find something and dunk it, right? Oh Lord. Like, it makes you want to find, participate. Then they have all like these pictures of him. They have the history of him, and I think that's important, and it's also enriching for people to see. So you do have a mixed community when it comes to downtown, because you got, rich people. I feel like people with money. You got travelers that come in and out of downtown, and then you have you have a very poor population here, and they go to the soup kitchens. They hang in front of the shelters. It's so weird. Like, the shelter here make you get out. So I guess, around a certain time in the morning, they all got to get out. So you'll just see all the people outside, laying around and stuff like that. But they find that peace of mind across the street at the library. And I feel like that is the best shit ever. Like, it's almost like being in a broken space, but being able to fill yourself up, because knowledge is power. It's not anything that people have been promoting as power. The best thing about being able to understand and break some shit down is the knowledge of it, is the understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? And when you in a space where you already vulnerable, you poor, you don't have anything. What you feed your mind and your body at that time is the most crucial things. And I feel like it's almost a God sent for that library to be across the street, because you do have some of those people that are not too poor. I would just say homeless, because I feel like homelessness mess with their mind a little bit, and they might be outside, full blown arguing and doing all these things, and it's like, they need mental health before they can even think about, going to a library. But again, the library is resourceful, so they do have classes there. They teach them how to type. They give them English classes, like depending on what they speak. So they got English and Spanish classes, I think, there as well. They've even had classes where you could get expungements. So I know a lot of those people, they go through things, and sometimes homelessness, because of the expungements that you know they go through. But there's a service that is there to help them be expunged. I remember back in the day, I had some shit on my you know records, and they had this second chance type of thing. And I mean, when I tell you everybody in there, mama was in there, it was on the news. I don't see them doing that for people no more, where they expunge all the things that you might have forgot about, where you might have thought you couldn't get it off your record. It's shit like that we go on as adults and don't even think about. But when you sometimes, when you do get put in a space like homelessness, or just having nothing, being depleted, it bring you back to thinking about that. It kind of rewires you back to some type of normalcy. Like, I don't feel like getting up every day and thinking about what the next person is doing. Like, what should I do? Like, I feel like when you go to a job, right, the job is someone else's business. It's someone else's legacy. And people put 90% of, their life into that shit. And they don't think about themselves. They let themselves go when it comes to health. They let themselves go when it comes to mental health. They let themselves go when it comes to even the things that they need, So these things sometimes happen in our life. I want y'all to understand, because life needs you to come back to normalcy, to some type of perspective. I'm trying to talk through your bitch ass, yo. Like, I can really grind. I can really cook. Okay, I know my potential. I've done it before. I just gotta, like, I'm not used to a distracting clown. Like, are you getting paid for this? Because you need to find clowns in the monster.com ad and go apply for that shit. Or them little people that stand outside Liberty Tax and flip the signs. You would be a good sign flipper, because you are motherfucker trying to distract me while I'm talking. I'm not paying you no mind. I mean, I just now broke a little bit, but you need to go be a sign flipper, ho. Like, you're weird. It don't matter, they here just like you. Why are you worried about it? That's what I'm just trying to figure out. Why are you worried about it? These six people are listening. So anyway, a person like this, let's talk about this person, John Wick, for 4043, because I think that, people like that, they have some type of deficit where they lack attention. So let's pay attention to the time. It's 9 o'clock. A person like this would make multiple pages and disguise themselves as other people, right? They would act like they are other people because they have a personality disorder and they don't know themselves, which is why they have to go and fuck with people that they feel like, is better than them. They want to be like. They probably did something, but they scared to approach them. They don't. They would never approach somebody if they had a problem with them. Okay, well, leave me the fuck alone then. So anyway, now when life gives you, because I've been homeless so many damn times, 3 times, maybe even 4. And all of those times put a humbleness inside of me. It made me down to earth. And I already was that person. I already was. I, um, I already was a down to earth person or whatever. But being able to be kind of brought back to that, and that's why it takes me so long to get where I need to go. You notice that they got these people that just pop up and they become famous and known and all of these things overnight. Is either they coming from a country where they have a lot of people that support them, because you got to think about the people that they put in our face as indigenous black people, right? You got to think about it, right? We got the Rihannas and the Nicki Minaj's and the Cardi B's. Think about their country. Think about the support that their country gives them just off the rip of being their race, right? And then what they do is bring them over here and blackenize them so that they can fit into the to black culture. And then black people forget. And then when they at the peak of their, their career is when they remind you, bitch, that you made them who they are and you're their servant. This is what they do. That's why I got a couple of Hispanics on here trying to get the flavor from me. But see, this is God sent. Y'all operate under evilness. Y'all operate under Satan and dark shit, the day of the dead, all that bullshit. So y'all dead inside anyway. Y'all dead dark the minute, bitches. Y'all won't never, like, unless you fucking come to the point where you gotta change yourself, go fucking baptize and bleach, bitch, you gonna always be tainted inside, disguised as a beautiful Latina, bitch. Your motherfucking ass. If somebody had them glasses that was on that show, that movie where the guy was walking around, you put the glasses on and them motherfuckers turning to skeletons, like, bitch, that's what you really look like. You got all that glamour and beauty on the outside, but bitch, your ass, your real soul and spirit, that shit is ugly like a motherfucking decayed coffin that been dragged from your country all the way to wherever the fuck you came to across the border. Okay? And then you want to come and sit here and be upset with people that's displeased at your motherfucking ass. Some of the shit that I gotta go through with y'all, you forgot, my son was 22 and my daughter 15. I don't even have to talk to with my kids. And y'all motherfucking grown as shit, neck hair, motherfucking nipple hair, men, women, grandfathers, all that shit. And y'all act like that as a culture. And I'm not going to say all of y'all, because like I said, I've met with the ones that got coof. And some of them don't even bang with y'all motherfuckers. It's a poor population that they don't even bang with. So what the fuck do I look like accepting some shit when you showing me your sloppy seconds, bitch? You're a sloppy second. You come over here being a sloppy fucking second, thinking you running some shit behind all these motherfucking disguises. And this is the shit that I'm trying to stay away from at the end of the day, because I'm trying to develop a community so I could get justice for my son. That's what this is about. But this is where black power is going to come in, because if I don't have enough black supporters, it's just going to let me know exactly. A lot of people like talking. A lot of people like fucking talking and saying things. Oh yeah. They don't have the action behind it, which is the reason why I started my platform in the first place. Okay? People like doing it. And at the end of the day, I'm not salty and mad at anybody. I just be noticing. Like, and it make me look at people like, what the fuck do y'all got running? Like, or who said something about me? And then I'm looking at the person like, what do you believe? Like, who are you? You supposed to be bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, whatever. I'm not even mad at nobody for the decisions that they make in their life, because at the end of the day, that's the shit you got to sit with. I'm not mad at you, but all I know is I got to continue my fight for my son. Okay? I don't know how y'all feel, especially a lot of people that like coming up here. If y'all lost any child, if you even have children, if God even blessed you with the privilege to create and bring life into this world, I don't know if he did, but if you had that blessing in your life, and if you lost one of yours, I would love for y'all to just experience that shit just for an inkling, a second, bring it back, because I would not wish that on my worst enemy. I would not. And it made me develop a deeper connection when I see all of those mothers and fathers in those other countries, and that's the first thing I'm thinking about, because I'm looking at America like a third world country, because you got all these third world motherfuckers over here, and that's how they treating us, because of the fact you got so many of them over here that's not used to integrity, that's not used to good customer service. They don't know how to be treated. I mean, for God's sake, they're running from their country. So why would you think they know how to be treated? And why would you think they would know how to respect somebody else's house unless you teach them how to respect your house? But there's so many people that's scared to speak their motherfucking mind. Now, I've seen somebody yesterday on Instagram, and they everywhere where discussions about them are being had. Right? This man was talking about a racist Hispanic and how he had to put him in this place. And he was like, yeah, when he pulled him up, he was like, oh no, because he said the woman walked back past with a bush, right? A black indigenous woman, and then she had a blonde bush. And the two black, the men is sassy, they talk about you too. So you can't tell if you're talking to a man or a woman online. Yeah, but they at the gym talk about the woman Bush, and they said something failed, and they never talk in English, so you can approach them either. And I'm not going out my way to learn a whole nother language to see if a bitch talk about me. You're not that important. You see how y'all come and try to sit on my shit to see if I'm talking about y'all pathetic bitches? I'm not doing all that. Y'all can say what the fuck y'all want to say. Anyway, so he understood the dialect and was like, and he approached both of them. None of them soft ass motherfuckers said nothing. They apologized and tried to make an excuse for calling this black woman with a bush ugly. So it's like, yeah, he showed him how to respect a motherfucker in our house. That's what we supposed to be doing as guardians of the United States, showing these motherfuckers how to fucking act. But y'all sit up there and y'all scared. Y'all don't have a backbone, and I don't understand. So it allows these bitches to feel like they could come and disrespect and stalk and harass. Because at the end of the day, this is what I thought about. Why would you come to another country not knowing and learning their language if, number one, you didn't respect them, and for number two, you already comfortable in another country, because you know you got so many of your people over there that you don't need to speak another language, because it ain't nowhere in motherfucking hell I'm going to even Puerto Rico, and that's a part of the United States, and can't understand a little bit of something and not go familiarize myself with something, the basic necessities to get me around, just in case I get into some type of trouble. You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers come over here not understanding the motherfucking lick, because they never intended to, because they already know what the mission is. So when you read like that, why the fuck are you being so, oh, they don't understand English? Like, stop making excuses for these people. That's why they feel like they could just come and pop their shit and start. Like, come the fuck on. It's not happening around me. I'm gonna tell you that. I don't give a fuck how many y'all is. I don't. You see how the fuck I act when y'all try to come and pull up all dumb shit. Like, don't nobody even have to do. It's weird. Like, I don't want to operate like that. I have bigger issues. You feel me? And you would think when a motherfucker is coming from another country and settling they would have bigger issues, or just like a more like hopeful future. Like, oh, let me, because when I get into a new space, I'm thinking about, oh, what can I do in a space to make it better? How can I expand? Like, y'all bitches is so, y'all brains so rotted and corroded. This is how I know an animalistic mindset and brain and also DNA genetic code from a human one, because humans can think, they creative, they go think outside that, like a flower. A corroded animalistic mind only think about instinctive shit. So you can tell even by the comebacks, how they come back is instinctive, primal ass shit. Monkey. That's the first thing they say. I don't know how many black people have said that a Hispanic have called them a monkey. Why? Because your hair it goes down. Like I have good hair too. I got good hair. It's just not silky, bitch. It's not silky like my dogs. It's not silky like my motherfucking dog, okay? It's not silky like the mare. The mare is the them motherfuckers that's in the ranch. That's it. And then the crazy thing is, I could get it silky, and then I could get it curly, and then I could get it crimpy, and then I could wear it in a fro, and then I could get an afro. Like, I could do so much shit because this is real authentic hair. I don't know what y'all got this shit. Feathers. You can't do all that with that. That's why y'all should be looking different textures. You see how this feather looks a different texture? There's two different textures. Y'all be thinking y'all have curly or texture hair. Bitch, that shit is too, that's what this is. Don King, no. Don King had he had like a high top fade. He had a high top fade. But yeah, my hair need to be washed. It got product in it. Y'all don't, I mean, when I'm talking to, I don't know, I'm talking to probably a couple of feminine girls, feminine guys, and their pick-me's on here. So y'all know what product is. I got product in my hair, and once I took my hair down from them 2 puff buns, I didn't wash it out. It don't matter. Like, you need to go talk to your therapist. You're not about to fucking play with me. Sorry I was negative earlier. Like, this is not baddies. How do you fight with somebody and then try to be cool? Like, no. I don't get that. That's the same shit they be doing with battle rap too. Like, bitch, your mother something. I sling your kid up on the thing. And next thing you know, they partying together. Like, I never understood that. That's scary. That's scary to me. I need my hair done. Oh yeah, let me compliment some girls, okay? So while we on the topic of hair, y'all see this? I've never been one of them girlies that could do my hair. I'm sorry. I can braid, I could do other people's hair, and I think it's just the way I braid. It's so weird. So when I braid my own hair, it looked like a French braid. I mean, is it an invisible braid? Like the invisible one, right? But when I braid on somebody else's hair, I can't braid that hair like that. It's regular braids. It's just weird though. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give all of y'all motherfucking props. I don't know what kind of hands y'all have, what kind of like symmetry, but y'all putting your hair good, y'all braiding it all the way down. Like, even if I do cornrows in my hair, I can't cornrow like the sides. But when I start getting up here, like when I get right here, it's just like I miss it. Like, I can't connect. So I just want to give y'all props for real, and just say, yeah, yeah. It's more that I want to say, but I don't even know if the girlies are here. But I just think that is like one talent to have. Like, you could go anywhere in this goddamn world and know how to do your hair. And for me, it's like I want to switch it up a lot of times, but my texture, and then I sweat at my head. That's another thing. So I can have like, and I don't know why, when I have a lace, not a lace front, but a silk press, is when my hair gets the most hot. Like, my head get hot. I don't know. I know. It looked like Mega Man. I never noticed that, yo. Like, I never noticed that shit until like later in life. Like, damn. And then when people used to tell me when I was young, I never understood that, because It's big in a different way. It's big and like flat. It's not like one of those foreheads that's like it's high. It's like it's not Tyra and it's not Tyra Banks or yeah, I be cracking the fuck up. Why one time I was making a video because my nostrils you can see up them. I mean, these are things that I can't help. Like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? I can't help this shit. This how I was born. God made me like that. Okay, I can't. This boy, or I don't know who said it was a male or female, but they gonna say some AI nostrils. They called my like if I don't know if y'all should see nostrils like this. If y'all have it, take a look at them, take a picture of them, because these are my nostrils and they're not going anywhere. I would never get a fucking nose job. If I was able to like, oh, you could get anything in the world, like any surgery. I would not fuck with my face. I would not fuck with my face at all. Now, I have arms that always had flab on them. I don't give a fuck if I went to the gym. I mean, I was in that bitch twisting everything. Flab. I would get liposuction in my arms, and not only that, I don't know if anybody ever heard of this. My calves, I feel like are too slim. I like when I be looking at girls, all right, like some girls got legs that's just like proportionate and their calf at the bottom is just like it goes with their leg. It's not slim. Like it's kind of like healthy. It's not fat, but it's like a little muscular. Like I would like to have a thicker calf. So, and then honestly, I used to get teased about my butt, okay? So let's talk about it. All right? The name around town was Flatty Patty. Some of the boys would even be like calling me SpongeBob and shit. Boys were infatuated with butt since I don't even know. Like these boys, these same boys, these would be the boys on my block. Like they would be in a house up the street. They would do weird shit and have like a little flick on all in there, doing shit like that. But yet you want to come up the street. Now, one of y'all thought I was Flatty Patty. But yeah, Flatty Patty. My friends used to call me Flatty Patty. And those things stuck with me. And it gave me like body dysmorphia. I guess that's what you call it or something. So when it comes to like dressing and like putting clothes on and stuff like that, I struggle with that. Like I could literally piece together a good ass outfit for other people, but then when it comes to like my own, I in my mind I got so many ideas of what I think my body look like that it don't hit. So it's so crazy. Like I could have all this money and to go shopping, right? I mean, it's a lot. I mean, I guess it happened so I could tell somebody else. Maybe somebody else got a flat ass. But the crazy thing is this. One time in my life, like, once I found out I was athletic, was in my 20s. So 20, and I wish, man, like, because I took my daughter boxing, and I was like 32. 32? No, I probably was like 35, 34. And they had my ass up there boxing. Like when I tell you, I used to come, this when I was fake engaged, my daughter, because she was about to get jumped at 9, like these ratchet ass kids. And so I took her boxing. So I'm sitting there every day. They like, come on up. Next thing you know, I'm in there, like I'm boxing. So I'm like, shit, yo, I wish I would have known this when I was like young, like 18, 19, because my ass would have been a boxer. For sure. Like that shit is fun. So it's some things like you don't know what you can do until you older. But in like my mid 20s, I was very, very, very back and forth in the gym. Like I didn't have to worry about parking problems. Like, yeah, we could park in front where we live at. Go to the gym. I mean, I loved going at night, 2, 3 in the morning. You can work out anytime. All that. And when I tell you I was able to grow a butt, so I know it's possible, okay? Now, I don't know if it's any girls out there with smaller booties, But I'm telling you now, with consistency, you can grow a butt. Because it was to the point where I was working out, and also I was like eating protein, like the protein bars though. I'm like, how the hell do y'all men eat that shit? Because I would smoke and try to eat it. And I would be in my car like literally, like I need a bodybuilder to get this protein bar down my throat. That shit is like eating flavored dirt. How could you? You fucking horrendous. Y'all are like the most horrendous people in this population for eating these motherfucking bars. But I would go from that to muscle milks and stuff like that. And that was helping to put on some builds. And when I tell you I got hip dips, and even the hips was I mean, they had some meat. So I'm like, the thing with muscle, so this is muscle of your butt, your arms, because the same thing could go for men as well, but of course according to your body type and how much or less you burn fat. It would be point, like I know I burn fat at night, so if I even like snack, I would not stop when I'm eating. Like if I ate candy, a burger, anything, I would just instantly do squats because it would go. I felt like the where I needed to plump, it was going where I needed to. It's like you communicate with your body. So I was getting a communication. So if I ate some calories, I'm like, all right, I need my butt. You gotta go to my butt. I'm doing the squats, and that shit was working. So your body is literally like a computer. Um, and until you really start to trust in yourself and build that rapport with it and test it, you will never know just how great our bodies is. And I feel like that's where a lot of people get stuck when they start to be like, oh, I was born with this, and I was born with that, and I was born with this. We've seen so many disabled people like working with limbs and nubs, and I mean, no, like half a body, and they accomplishing shit that grown ass men and women have not ever accomplished in their life. So none of these things that we go through in life should ever be a barrier to stop us from what we really, really want to achieve. It's just the fact that a lot of the things that we want to achieve seem so big and outreachable that, and we're not taught about these things. So it's like almost like you got to build a faith, and that's where your faith's supposed to come in. See, people that don't have that, they gonna always be tested, and they gonna fall and crumble when it come down to them really needing to have trust and belief in something. That's where your faith with the Most High come in. Like if you ain't got that, you always gonna be fragile because you have nothing to fulfill you in the times that you can't guess it. It's a lot of fucking times you can't guess shit, yo. Like I can't guess things a lot, but the faith that I have keep me running every day. It really do. And there's certain things like music that help. I'm not gonna lie, like I mean, I'm learning how to deal with the negative aspect of social media. And actually, I take it. I will take that because it's just like everything else that I went through and it made me stronger. That's what y'all doing. I'm not a person that shit happens to and I get weak. You know what I'm saying? I may get hurt about it, and that hurt might cause me to pause and reflect on shit and all of that. But it's never gonna cause me to get weak. Cause once I understand that shit, it becomes a reinforcement. So, well, all of the things that's happening to me is not fun. I don't like it. I don't like the negative attention. I would like to build and move forward. I'm also dealing with um the not knowing of, again, this is where I said I have to have my faith of energies maybe switching up, or saying one thing and doing another. um I could feel all that, so I don't know. I don't know. But I feel like, things are written, and they chips gonna fall where they have to with my son. And right now, you know, I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing all that I can. I've been working very hard for justice for my son. Since he died, he passed away. And that is my main mission, to get his story out there and to let him know how special and important he was to me. I wasn't able to have a lot of those moments, those proud mommy moments with my son. And I feel like those were coming in his adulthood. It was things like I'm just finding out about my son. Like I heard my son in the tub singing Tennessee Whiskey. I'm like, my son can sing. And it's crazy because I can sing. My daughter can sing. So for me to not think that my son would have the same talent is like, why didn't I think that? I pushed him towards acting, not singing. So, it's just something that I am going through every moment that I don't think nobody really understands. And I think a lot of people want me to walk around, you know, looking down every day, all day. They don't understand when I smile and I create and I dance. And that's just me being sane, because I'm not gonna, go out where I'm stressed, depressed, or crack or some shit. I'm not gonna do that. A lot of people would. I know they would. I know they would. But I'm using my creativity as a tool to be able to have mental stability. I had a therapist. I don't know if I said this or whatever, but I had a therapist. I used to go to therapy. I think I did tell y'all, but the last therapist I had, she wanted to call the police on my mom. So I don't really feel like therapy is. I don't really feel like therapy is what the black community needs. We need each other. And that's exactly why I'm like trying to talk to my people in my community and get everybody on accord to understanding that when we allow other people into our spaces, that's when shit get fucked up, because we understand each other. We understand what we going through. We know what wise counsel looks like to each other. We know the words to speak to each other. You know what I'm saying? And this is like family shit. And I need my community. Simple as that. More than ever, I need the people that's going to be there. And I understand it's not going to be everybody. I'm not looking for anybody. I don't want everybody. I don't give a fuck if it's just 5 people, 10 people, 2 people. Because I've learned that value comes in quality, not in quantity. You know what I'm saying? Look how many people that thought the quality was in quantity, and look how sad they went out. Look how sad they went out, because at the end of the day, that's when the people, you putting your power in the people's hands. For me, I'm not doing that. I want to create equal power, which is called a community, a village, a tribe. And that's what we always needed, the village, the tribe. I don't need anybody to try to what you call it, experiment, study me, you know what I'm saying? I don't need that. I need solutions. And until we get right, until we mend, which I feel like is happening, but until we actually start to take power, until we learn what power looks like and using that shit, that's when things are going to start to change. We have to use the power that we have. Know what that looks like. Don't be scared to. And I feel like a lot of black people have, push their power to the back because they I guess conditioned to be told what to do, or to think they're going to get in trouble and all of these things. That's why you got to connect with this earth. This space is ours. This planet, this, when you sit down and you take your shoes off and you talk to Mother Nature, it talks back. Mother Nature definitely talked back, and it filled the gaps of information in that you thought you didn't know. It brings it together. It gives you those silent whispers. Remember, our communication is telepathic and vibration. Okay? You got to remember that all the time. If people, you know, wasn't so fucked up, then I would feel good about, like, sharing my deepest things with everybody. I would feel good about that. Not to say that it's going to stop me from doing that, because it's not. But do I feel good about talking to each and every person, a monitoring spirit, a spy? I don't want to talk to those people. And wow, I'm just having a lot of revelations. This morning taught me a lot. Like, it let me know, like, I'm on the right path. The things that I'm hearing is true. Yeah, the group chats, people taking pictures of me, talk about me, all that shit is true. So I already know the biggest thing that I'm hearing is going to be true too. So thank you for coming on and popping your shit, because even with that was a revelation for me. It gave me so much insight on my future. Thank you, Hispanics. Keep coming. I like y'all, the ones with Kuth, the ones that was here before you, the ones that actually earned their way, the ones that used to come and party at the Latin Palace after coming from the neighborhood that they grew up in. They would be like, "Oh yeah, I grew up around here 20 years, 30 years." And then we moved from across the city. Yeah. Okay. And then we all come, we hang out at the Latin Palace. Okay. So yeah, those ones with cool, like, to the point where you come in there fresh to death in a suit. I think this guy must have been, like, he might have been military. I don't know. He was fly as fuck though, and his girl was fly as fuck. Like, they looked like they was coming from a pageant. And I was bringing a ceviche up there, and I'm not like a server. I was like a hostess. I'm not a server type of girl. Like, I'm a hostess. I'm the face, type of girl. Miguel, I don't know if you look old now. Miguel probably look old now. That bitch used to come and pull my hair, stalking me in the club to dance with him. Security used to be on his little short bonzito bean eating ass. Okay. So if you see this, Miguel, get your people. But yeah, I had this damn ceviche on a tray, and the shit, like, I'm not a server, so I go to, like, take the ceviche and give it to him, and the whole shit set, like, everything. I was so fucking mortified and humiliated, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he was just such the perfect gentleman. Like, it's okay. Like, he dried himself off, like, helped me get the stuff out on the table. He was a fucking gentleman. Like, he wasn't sassy. He wasn't spooky. He wasn't doing none of that shit. Like, none of it. You feel me? So I've hung around the ones with Kuth. I mean, this guy from Ecuador, dark skin, he was black as fuck. I ain't even gonna lie. He used to come in there with this Hispanic white type of girl. And they used to dance, like, this girl could do some motherfucking spins, like, in the middle of the floor. They would be spinning and spinning and spinning. Like, how do you do that on the regular floor? Like, do you got balls on the bottom of your heels or what? We used to party, okay? Party like it's 1999. Party like it's 19. They love when the project people came up there. They love that shit. They was the real indigenous motherfuckers. Y'all motherfucking hybrid bitches, I don't know where y'all came from. Like, y'all is just, ugh. I don't know. Leave me alone though. Like that's all. I don't want to be talking about things that don't matter. The reasons why I'm telling my stories is because, for one, all of these stories, I'm not gonna go onto other people platforms and tell side stories that I think is gonna add up. I need to tell a story that what happened of what my son. But I know in the back of my mind that other things happened that could add to the story. It could help solve. Not only that, like I was saying, when I got hit by the car yesterday, like somebody came and stopped my story. I didn't even get a chance to finish telling my story. Like those things happen. I'm going walking. If somebody wasn't watching me from that point, then how would the fuck I'm on this street at this certain time to hit me? Hit me, okay? With a car. My liver lacerated. I gotta stay in the hospital for 7 days. Shit was real bad. So it's a combination of things. And like I said, the people that was around then is still around. It was way less. It was hardly no Hispanics like that. So I don't know what the fuck, where y'all come in place. Where y'all come in place. But I know I've had shit like that happen to me. And it was not one car. One car hit me. I thought the other bitch was going to run me over. The red car that came, it just went by probably to see, oh, did she do the job? And she did. I don't know. But when you got things like that happen to you in your life, and then continuously your son die, continuous shit like that, yeah, you're going to try to make some sense of it. You're going to really try to make some sense of what's happening. You got, your sister that don't like you all this time. All this time, I never knew until we was adults. She was there when I got hit by the car. And then when I think about it, like the husband she with now, they was together back then. And he could have been the one that hit me with the car for all I know. I don't know. Because the people that was out there was like, somebody was saying, don't tell her mother. Like, who would say that? Who would hit somebody and then come back to the scene and say, don't call her mother? Like, it had to be somebody that know me, right? So yeah, it makes sense. Like, they was probably trying to get rid of my ass like back then. That's why I'm like, it's so much shit. Like, I don't know how to really put it together. Like, I mean, I do. It's going to take a lot of editing and time and all of this or that. It's probably worth it. But I just need to take that time and do it, unless other people will help me. So that's where the community comes in. And this is why certain people don't want that for me, because they understand the more people come together, the more manpower, the more I'll be able to do. Because I'm doing a lot of shit as one person. I'm doing a lot of shit. Like shit that a lot of people need teams. You didn't check my emails. Y'all motherfuckers need teams. I ain't never have a team. And then at this point, I don't even trust people like that no more to even be in my shit. Like, y'all done showed how unworthy and jealous spirited, evil hearted y'all are. Who would even want you to be a motherfucker in their team? Who would even want you to be a moderator? Well, I don't know. I gotta get my day started. I hate to, you know, I hate to really showcase myself like this, because I feel like I be negative and I'm trying to not be negative, but everywhere I go, the leeches are coming and it causes me to be reactive, which is also a teacher moment. So I don't know how it just depends on your perspective. People can really, you know, see this see these teachable moments on all different levels for real, because you see how shit is happening. You feel me? All I'm doing is just like every other YouTuber. It's probably millions of YouTubers on here. I don't even know how you know a motherfucker live for real. Like, besides the little notification that come, but it's not like TikTok where you scroll and you actually see somebody talking. Like, you gotta go out of your way to go come on and see somebody live. Trust me, you gotta be a fan. So I already know I have them. I have people that's just like infatuated as fuck. Like I know I got fake pages of me out there. I've showed y'all that. You know, and that's why I encourage anybody that want to learn to make ask questions. I've had people ask questions that I feel like they probably was trying to be smart or funny, but then once they got the information, they like, oh, you know, the conversation changed, and that really happened with my sisters. Like most, you know, it's some sisters out there, and I mean black girls, black women, that's you know kind of mean or stern. They just got stern personality, so you know they and then at the end of the day closed minds too because they used to that ghetto toxic storyline. You know, they hear some shit, oh she must be fucking her sister husband. I would never, I would have touched that motherfucking nigga with a gay man's condom. Like I don't even know, I don't even on a stick from off the Empire State Building. I would not touch that motherfucker. Like it's nothing about him that's sexy, manly, masculine. Nothing that turns me on about that bitch. Like never. So nope. I don't know what that is about. I don't know what that infatuation is about. I don't know why my sister hate me. I don't know. Like this life for real. I'm like, why do I even fucking exist at this point? Life has only been about a bunch of bitches hating that act like my friend, you know, that talk about me behind my back, sisters that be in your life that you grow up with, cousins and shit. Half the motherfuckers die, the other ones get weird. Some of them try to keep you in a box. Some of them get weird and hate you for no fucking reason. And they get husbands and attachments that ruin your whole family. You know what I'm saying? Like they not with you, but they don't want you to have shit either. Like they don't want you to exist. Like they you came out of their fucking balls or something. Like these motherfuckers only exist through someone else's low self-esteem and lack of self-love. Like I swear to gosh. If it wasn't for them, you would not be in my life. I swear to gosh. Like, why the fuck do you even think you would have jurisdiction over this bitch? Like, if she had self-love, you would not fucking be here. And a lot of other motherfuckers wouldn't. So you deal with that. That's the thing. Like, and these people just come and be opinionated in my life. Like, and when I think about it now as an adult, how much this shit weighed in when I was a teenager and a kid, how much this shit weighed in, like what the fuck? But then you can even, I can even walk in somewhere. Like I've been in places, right? Like yeah, I go to massage school. I didn't have people try. Oh no, I wouldn't do that. I went there and it didn't work for me. Man, I went to massage. I went to Tausimetics, got freaked out in there because everybody was freaks. They was massaging, squeezing, eating. It's like, but for real, I wasn't doing all that. But somebody was trying to do like sticking their finger up and all, like the girls, everybody. But the next year was real wild. Like the next year, that the massage teacher was getting people pregnant. This shit was on the news, everything. Like a lot of people can't handle, like that's what I'm saying. Like massage is supposed to be spiritual and therapeutic. You thinking with your dick and your pussy. A lot of people can't handle the same shit that's meant for other people. So that's why I said when you call, you have a purpose. You know that shit, and somebody else try to take that shit, scandalous. It's toxic. It's not. It don't fit. You can't fit where you're not. You're not created. You wasn't summoned. It's not for you. Go find your shit. Go practice, bitch. Go study. Go research. Go get to know yourself. Talk in the mirror. Something. Go do that shit because you don't know yourself, honey. You don't. So, you know, it always it tickles me. People tickle me a lot because you know, they think they say certain things to me and it gets to me, but I take that motherfucking sentence or that group cluster of text that you just said and I put it in my mind and the way it clicks, it clocks to me. I be like, yo, this bitch is a dense bitch. Dense as fuck. Okay, let her keep talking because that shit works where you in your hierarchy. You know how like let's just say it was like the ferocious Chihuahua, right? Like your mom had a litter of Chihuahuas, like probably like 12, right? And this motherfucking Chihuahuas was the chunkiest, beautifulest Chihuahua. He even had like he was a long hair. He even had some hair, but he was mean like. And so to his brothers and sisters, this Chihuahua is like, Sam, we love you. Let's take selfies. You're beautiful. Come over here, sis. Come over here, bruh. You handsome. You the best. This Chihuahua ferocious. Like, oh, we scared of him. Here, you can have our skibbity pads. Here, right? But then you take this little Chihuahua over to the pit bulls, right? That motherfucker ain't is gonna be like a motherfucking flea on an elephant. You think that shit is gonna factor in over here? And that's what a lot of y'all be that y'all don't understand. That is levels to this shit. So although that shit might have really been a hit where you was at, over here it's just not gonna hit the same way, boo. You in a whole nother realm. So I just laugh, right? I be laughing a lot. Y'all funny. I enjoy this shit. I enjoy it. I love it. So you make me stronger, you make me better. The ones that's truly here to love and support, I would love to see more you than them faces. I would love that. That's probably why they calling their cousins and their grandmothers in there. See, they got a lot of people, and them people, I don't care if they 70, they have time to juvenile shit like gang stalk and do that. They have time. Like grandmothers have time to do it. Grandfathers have time to call people monkeys and harass them and shit. So it's not above them for a pack of them motherfuckers to be, on my shit. I'm talking to a variety of people, and it's the same cluster of motherfuckers that have told their friends about me that don't want me to be put out to America. Okay, do you understand that that's when God started giving people deals, bitch? And then you start clicking on your TV and you see me on TV instead of this shit? Because y'all motherfucking rat race assholes love running around social media trying to infect it with y'all bullshit and trying to stop people like me while y'all put y'all prints, y'all motherfucking weird surgical having motherfuckers around like y'all the most authentic shit when y'all been sitting up here cutting and pasting people personalities and shit together. Y'all motherfucking fake watered down hoes. I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of everywhere I go. That's where y'all at. Like, I know I'm a honey. Get your fucking weird ass on. Like, go, bitch. Go. Like, bitch, go. I'm sick of seeing y'all motherfuckers. I'm sick of smelling y'all. I'm sick of knowing you is in my environment. And at the end of the day, when I get my live together and it's professional, I'm going to tell you, eat your heart out. Okay? Eat your heart out. All right, I'm about to go. Gotta get my day started. I'm running behind. I don't care to cry on here. I just want to say that I don't care to cry. I like crying. I like talking. It's therapeutic. I don't feel bad at the end of the day. I get that shit off. So what I really wish for, us is that people get the consequences that they deserve. I want justice to be served on so many levels that even people that's kept in secret private chambers, unknown, under earth, in places that we would never even look, that they could be revealed to the public as well. I really wish, hope and pray that there will be a great separation and the two sides will be the ones that just didn't want to make things right, along with the people. And then the other side is just going to be the rest of us that's ready to heal, that's ready to build, that's ready to reconstruct. But we're not reconstructing anything that's going to minus. We building better. We learning from our mistakes. We learning from, our past. We learning from history, and we building forward upon that. The agenda is the new world order, but who say that we it has to be the satanic agenda? Who says that? Who says that it has to be the satanic agenda just because it was written? Because us as people, we have purpose, and I keep preaching that to y'all. And when we come together and bring those purposes together, we can shake shit up. So it really doesn't matter. It's all about alignment. So I really hope, before I leave this planet, that I get to see a day where we all have peace, at least in my environment. And I would like my environment to be a big community, like a marketplace, you know? I would like that shit. I want to be able to come outside, walk across the street, joke with my neighbor, talk to my neighbor, eat outside with my neighbors, um, do outside events with my neighbors. You know, a neighbor got a problem, we don't gotta call outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't asking for handouts. That all the shit that y'all keep saying, we ain't asking for that. We have the community. We can go right across the street. We could go right here. That's what I'm looking for. That's what they don't want. Cause it's funny that they be like, yo, as soon as we get our own shit, who the fuck is over there though? That's what I'm saying. This live should show you exactly how it worked. How it worked. Like, so I want to talk longer. I might go live again later on when I get home. So I'm going to end it now so I can start my day. I just want y'all to have a good day. Try to do something better, that you can always change your shitty ways. You can always change your shitty ways. Try to do something, be a better person. Shit. See, you doing this shit to me online. I ain't no telling what you be doing to people that you could get away with it, You probably making somebody's life worse. That shit ain't good. Like, people gotta go through so much shit that you don't know. And there's people up there making your life worse just because they feel bad. Like, misery loves company. I tell you that. A miserable motherfucker love to have somebody miserable with them. When I'm going through my shit, I don't feel like there's nobody that can. If you got words of advice, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing that I want. When I'm miserable, I go through it by myself and then tap back in. When I cry, that's me bleeding out a little bit, but that's healing. So a lot of people need to come out that miserable space and fix that shit. Just fix it. I don't know what you gotta do. You need some healing services, counseling. You can ask me. I'll give you some advice. I'll do, like, I'm thinking about doing like consultations where I can help people get over the things that they've gone through, like coaching. I didn't have that shit when I was going through that shit that I was going through. I'm telling you, the average person would have went crazy. I didn't drink. I didn't turn to anything that was going to make me, like, lose myself. I didn't want to lose myself. I don't like feeling like I can't control myself, even in anger. So I didn't drink, and I stuck to my principles. I feel like, this is a big pivot in my life. And when things pivot like that in your life, you have to expect change. Do I want things to go from worse to even worse? No. But I know that whether I manipulate what's happening or not, change is inevitable. So I need to roll with the punches. I need to, get myself on stable grounds, balance my mind, and roll with these motherfucking punches. And that's what I did. And it's draining to have to, tell my son's story so many times and talk about it over and over repetitively, and try to get people to understand why it's important, not just for me, but for them as well. It's so fucking draining. Like, it's to the point where, like, I have to I just want a month of nothingness. I want to lay there, I want to go to sleep. I don't know, the shit is mental. And also to get the influx, the switch in energy when it comes to, oh, support, these people supporting, and then it looked like they all ran away overnight. That right there is what is draining as well. Is mentally draining. Some people, you would expect to help, and not even my family is helping. you know not even my, at the, what people would say, my closest relatives are being like, hey, do you need me to take a task this week? Do you need me to? No one asked a motherfucking thing after that funeral. Like, it was, I've had people call and see if I'm okay or whatever. But as far as carrying the weight of trying to find out what happened to my son, if I didn't give a fuck, trust me, this shit would have been done after the funeral, after everybody's hearts was softened. I'm the one that got to think about my son not being there with me. It's almost like if you lost the fucking arm or a leg, like, everybody know you lost it. They think it's sad, but you got to walk around with that handicap, not them. So not everybody's gonna understand that shit, and they're gonna forget that shit. They don't know what it looked like or feel like for a person to lose their oldest child. Like, they don't know that shit. So when I first of all get people that be like, yeah, they're gonna help. Like, don't speak so freely out your motherfucking lips if you know deep down your decision can change. Don't do that shit. And I've had two, what you would say, leaders do that to me so far. And it's like, what the fuck? You got a whole big ass platform with people following your ass. And you say, oh yeah, I'll help you. But now it's cricket. So it's like, I would never do that. Even as a smaller person with two people watching, you know what I would do? You know what I learned through having an Etsy shop? When something was too hard for me to ask, I would let them know that I would acknowledge their message, and I would let them know that once I contacted my outside warehouse and got the answer, then I would get back to them with that answer. But the communication was always there. A person can see you already going through some shit and not give a fuck about how it resonates with them when you dealing with them. I've already lost my son. Do you think I need a motherfucker to say, oh yeah, I'll help you, and then not? Do you think I need somebody to, oh, I care, and then act like they never met me a day in their life? And I'm not talking about anybody, who's post or platform I was on or anything like that. But I'm just talking about this is what's been happening to me. This is what's been happening to me, even with the lawyers, people that call themselves civil rights advocates. You advocating for civil rights, but I'm asking you because this is civil rights and you're not saying shit. You got I'm confused. It's adding to the turmoil of my mental health, like, riots in my mind. So when those little explosions go off, I have to make sense of that for other people, but I know in my heart that I'm valid. Like, I'm even more valid because I have people that with a valid card that's carrying shit like that. That's not cool at all. But for me, I would never do nobody like that. So I know when I'm able to establish my community and things like that, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good because it's gonna be reciprocal. I don't want anybody. I want the right people. I don't want anybody. So I'm gonna just go now. I keep saying it, but I really got a lot to talk about all the time. And these first beginning videos probably gonna be like therapy sessions for me. Therapy, you can ask questions if you want, it's fine. You can ask rude questions. I don't care, monitoring spirits and stuff like that. You can do all that. Um, I'll answer your question because at the end of the day, I can always, make you smarter. You would be pretty much ignorant to a topic to ask questions, but when you do ask them, you become knowledgeable. So I'm willing to even help a monitoring spirit graduate a little bit. But I just want to have so much fun with you guys. I do. So let me get my day started, and I will catch up with you guys later on. Hopefully, I will be able to eat on camera and we could talk about the food, right? We could talk about what I eat here and what you eat there. And hopefully, I can talk to someone in another country and they can tell me about their cuisine for lunch. Lady fingers, tea. Ooh, I would love lady fingers and tea. But yeah, all right, bye.